See, this is what happens in life. Often we can look at something out there and we can blame and shame and put people down. That's one way to live. But if we actually bring it back to ourselves and say, okay, well, where am I not doing this or doing this particular thing in my own life? And you see whatever's out there as a reflection of how you're living within yourself or in your own life. That's very, very powerful. And then you can actually do something about it. My friends, I hope you're doing incredibly well. What we're going to talk about now is, I believe, absolutely vital when it comes to creating greater results in your life. When it comes to directing your attention, your focus, and ultimately having the energy that's required to take the action that will move you in the direction of the things that you most want. So I remember not so long ago when I was at a service station filling up my car with fuel, I looked down at the pump and I saw how on the top of the pump there was a little sticker and it was advertising Coca-Cola or something. I can't remember, some product, some junk food. And then I looked on the front of the petrol pump and then I saw all these big stickers. And then my awareness started opening up and I began to see all these banners everywhere advertising this soft drink and this type of food and this particular brand of, it was just rubbish food essentially at this particular service station. But as I became aware, I realized it was absolutely everywhere in this service station. Like every place they could put a sticker, they'd literally put a sticker, I swear. And at first I felt myself get a little bit charged by that. I felt myself get a little bit charged by it because I was thinking, why they're promoting this rubbish. But then I caught myself out and I brought myself back and I came to the realization that that was their business. They can do what they want. Like that's their decision to make, and it's their karma as well if they're promoting that stuff, I believe. But then I brought it back to myself. See, this is what happens in life. Often we can look at something out there and we can blame and shame and put people down. But that's one way to live. But if we actually bring it back to ourselves and say, okay, well, where am I not doing this or doing this particular thing in my own life? And you see whatever's out there as a reflection of how you're living within yourself or in your own life, that's very, very powerful. And then you can actually do something about it. See, if I just stood there and just judged it and left it at that would have actually taken my power. But if I look at it, which I did, and I asked myself, how could I see this as a reflection and how can I use this to improve in my own life? Then it becomes something very, very incredible. It's like this beautiful alchemy that gets to take place in our lives constantly when you see the outside as a reflection. Now, what I asked myself is, where am I advertising the things that I want to myself? And am I as committed to my advertising of what I want that would allow me to live the greatest quality of life, that would allow me to be the greatest dad, the greatest coach for other people, the greatest impact maker, so on and so forth? Am I advertising to myself, and do I have the same level of commitment as these people who own this service station do to drum up their profits and get business? Because that's the best they know. They're doing the best they know. And again, that's their path. But am I really doing this for myself to the degree they are? Am I brainwashing myself with what I want out of life? Am I creating environments that make me want to move in a particular direction? And the reality is we are always creating environments that are causing us to move in a particular direction. And if right now you don't like where you're at, or you're just in a healthy place and you're saying, hey, I know there's another level, great, that's fantastic. So what gets to be in your sight of vision? What gets to be flooding your senses so you stay committed to your path? And what do you get to remove from your environments so you stay committed to your path? Your environments have a 40% impact on your psychology and how you show up in the world. So getting your environments right and actually taking charge of them, structuring them deliberately, and some ways you can do this. We've all heard about vision boards. We've all heard about having visuals of the things we want to achieve. That's one part of it, because the gift of sight is one of our many senses. Brainwash yourself with what you want to achieve in the visual sense, but then also, what about the auditory sense? What are you listening to? I actually support my clients to create custom affirmations where they listen to recordings of affirmations. Often I say them or I get them to say them. So they're using the auditory sense as well. How are they structuring their environment? So for example, if they want to take their health to the next level, how do they brainwash themselves into developing the identity of being a pro level athlete in their own way? So for example, that might look like having stickers and having posters of athletes who they really admire, having quotes of those athletes all around their kitchen, on the fridge. When they go to the fridge, they see a quote from that athlete. Having setups in their house that actually encourage a healthier lifestyle. Maybe they have dumbbells, maybe they have workout equipment, just a yoga mat maybe, who knows what it is, but they start putting things in their environment that prompt that the idea of taking action that would allow them to achieve the outcome they want. If we're not living on purpose, if we're not empowering areas of our life, the outside world will just continue to fill it up. This is why living on purpose is so vital. This is why knowing where we want to go, what we want to create, and taking charge of directing our minds, directing our actions each and every day so we can ultimately reach those outcomes is vital. It's absolutely vital. It does not happen by accident. We have to be on guard because other people's advertising is constantly coming at us. It's going to keep coming at us. And we can either judge that or we can see it as an opportunity, as a competition to set the bar higher for ourselves and advertise to ourselves, to our subconscious, what we really want our life to stand for. Are you more committed to advertising to yourself about the things that you want to achieve than the commitment of those people who are advertising for the sake of their business, even if it doesn't serve you? Because as they say, the most committed person or the most convicted person in the room always wins in a conversation. The person with the most certainty always wins. And who's got the most certainty right now? People on the outside, or do you have the greatest certainty in yourself and your vision? It's up to us to strengthen that certainty each and every single day through small, consistent actions. I hope this has been helpful in some way. If it has, let me know. I appreciate you all. And beyond this, take this video and consider how you're going to start structuring your environments so you can actually start advertising more of what you want in your life. Big love, my friends. We'll chat soon.